Okay, let's talk about money. A deposit of $1,200 is made into each of two bank accounts. No additional deposits or withdrawals will be made for 4 years. Account 1 earns 1.5% annual simple interest rate. Account 2 earns the same interest rate compounded annually. This is simple. This is compounded. So you're going to expect this number to be larger. Okay? So if you've played around with these formulas much, you can probably eliminate 2 answers right off the bat. But if you're not really sure, let's go ahead and work through these. Let me explain these a little bit. We've got our simple interest and we've got compound interest, which you should have on your formula chart. But let's go ahead. We'll just jump right in, and then we'll go over the terms as we go through them. So this is interest, what we're going to be earning, and this is principal, which is the amount you're starting with, the interest rate, which is the 1.5%, and then the time it's going to be left in there, which is 4. So let's plug all these in. That's $1,200. The interest rate is 1.5%, which means we're going to take this and we're going to move the decimal. We're basically dividing it by 100, which means to move the decimal over 2 points. So I'm going to put that in parentheses. I don't have to, but it makes it easier to see. And then the time is 4 years. Okay, so I'm going to plug this into the calculator, and I can go straight across with it. And you can't see this, but trust me, this is what I'm doing. So I have 1,200 times 0.015 times 4, and that equals 72. And that's $72. That's the interest made on the $1,200 over 4 years with simple interest. Okay, so now let's look at the compounded interest formula, which is A, which stands for amount, apparently. And we have principal, and we have 1 plus the interest rate, again 1.5, and we've got 2 to the power of t, which is the amount of time it's sitting in the bank. So let's go back through this again. Our principal is $1,200, and then we have 1 plus the interest rate, again, is 0.015, and it's going to be raised to the power of 4 because that's the amount of time that it's sitting in the bank. So now I'm going to do the, this is going to be 1,200 times 1.015, just adding those together, to the power of 4. And I need to do the exponent part of it first. So I'm going to do 1.015 raised to the power of 4, and I get this big long number. It's 1.06136 and some other numbers. And you don't necessarily have to write it down. It's kind of good to know where you're headed if you want to go back and check things. And then I'm just going to multiply this number times 1,200. And I come up with $1,273.63. Okay? Now, this is our ending balance. Unlike this one, this shows the interest that we made. This one shows the balance plus interest. Okay? So we have to do something here, but if you notice in the answers, they've got $72 and they've got $73.63. I don't know how I'm getting the 63 here. I think it's my calculator, the way it's rounding. Oh, okay. I did not round it up. It should be 64 if I round it, because it's 1273.636. So 6 causes that to round up to a 4. Okay, so they have 73.64. Neither of these are correct. Okay, because they want to know the difference. Let me highlight this. The difference between the balances, okay, after 4 years. So now what I need to do is, so I've got $72 here, and I need to figure out the difference. So I can either add $1,200 to the 72, or I can take $1,200 off of the 73 one, and then subtract these two. So I'm going to do 1273.64 minus, and 4 minus 0 is 4, 6 minus 0 is 6, 3 minus 2 is 1, and then all the rest is 0. And we're left with a $1.64 difference, which seems, you know, just like not a lot of money, right? The difference between compounded and simple. I think it would be a really good thing to do, to try this if you make, say, 6% interest, which, believe it or not, that's what banks used to offer for if you put money in savings, 6%. They don't do that anymore, but they used to. But see what a difference that would make. You know, it'd be because everybody's going to be doing this in the future. You're going to be putting your money in. You're going to see, well, is this simple interest or compound interest, you know? So, all right. I hope that helps, and I will see you in the next one.